Right, come on. Come on. In. Yes! He did it again! He did it again! Come on! What a goal! What a goal! West Bromwich Albion 2, Bristol City 0. Exactly the same! Exactly the same as he did against QPR! Come on! Yes!
What is happening, guys? Jonathan here, aka Crazy Shadow 303. This is your Carabao Cup third round match review on West Bromwich Albion versus Brentford. Sorry it's a bit late, guys. I've been pretty busy since Tuesday with some personal stuff, so this is why this is a Thursday upload, I'm afraid. But yeah, what can I say about the game? It was literally all about penalties, wasn't it? I mean, first half, you know, nothing really to shout about. You know, only like Brentford hitting the post. That was the only real highlight of the first half. We went into half time at 0-0. Bilic did make a few changes, notably Branislav Ivanovic and Cedric Kipre in defence, HRK up front, and yeah, it was basically, you know, an Albion reserve squad, pretty much, well, what we can call a reserve squad at the moment, because, you know, we've got a squad for the league at the moment, which ain't doing particularly well. We had a squad for the cup, but you know, in all fairness, it was a chance for these guys that played in the cup to say, right, I'm here, you know, I want a part of the starting lineup in the Premier League, especially as this weekend is such a big game for us, and I'll get into that in just a moment. But first, you know, like I said, the first half, nothing much to shout about. We had a couple of chances, and you know, Brentford had that one shot that hit the post in the first half, but that was about it till after half time. And yeah, we did well. We come out the blocks second half. Bear in mind that I didn't actually watch the game itself. I only had Sky Sports News because, you know, they didn't televise the game. They decided to go on Luton versus Man U, I think. But yeah, the second half, we did well. You know, there are some positives to come from that. The first penalty, yeah, definite penalty. It was a foul inside of the box. So HRK steps up. Well, I say steps up. He literally walked to the ball, didn't he? And just decided, you know, where to put it after the goalkeeper committed. And yeah, 1-0 to us. But then Macondes, I mean, they haven't got Ollie Watkins now because the boys from across the city, Aston Villa, have now got Ollie Watkins. So that was one less threat from last season. Because if you remember, in the last couple of games when we faced Brentford, Ollie Watkins scored, made it 1-0 to them. Our only loss post-lockdown, you know, and yeah, so they didn't have Ollie Watkins because Villa's got him, but they've still got an attacking threat. You know, they will do well in the Championship this season. I've got to admit, they was really unlucky end of last season, but you know, I am an Albion fan, so I won't worry about it too much. That Brentford didn't make it into the Premier League last season because we did. But yeah, they still pose a threat to the Championship, so I reckon they will do well in the Championship. But their first goal, their first equaliser, Macondes, oh my days, overhead kick. You know, even I had to applaud that. You know, because it was a really good, really good header back across the box, and Makonde's just overhead kick, bounces off the crossbar and goes in. So 1-1. Then we get a second penalty. I don't know about this one, to be honest. If I've got to be perfectly honest, I don't know about this one, because it looked like our guy was already going down before contact was made. But we weren't going to argue with the ref giving a second penalty to us. HRK, again, literally walked up to the ball and just side-footed it in. So 2-1 to us. But this referee, I don't know what it was. He just wanted to dish out penalties like they were hot dinners, and he ended up giving Brentford a penalty. I don't know if he was trying to even things out. Maybe he was thinking he shouldn't have given us the second penalty. But I've got to be honest, absolutely no way did Kipri foul the Brentford guy. No way. If you're gonna give penalties for that, then there'll be like 9, 10, 11 penalties every game. That was absolutely a ridiculous call. We've had issues with refs before in the past few days, haven't we? But this ref didn't do us no favours either. I don't think it was a penalty. I think the guy went down a bit too easily. Kind of similar to how our guy was already falling, before contact was made for our second penalty. But yeah, 3 penalties and a really good goal, and that was after 90 minutes. So 2-2. We go to, you guessed it, penalties. I mean, we have to. This game has to have some record for most penalties taken, But yeah, we did well. Penalty shootout was 4-4. Grady. Now, people are giving Grady a lot of stick on here. I've seen a few videos and a few comments on social media about Grady after the game, and I've got to be honest, guys, he's still pretty young. He will learn, and it was similar to how, don't treat him like Chelsea treated Lukaku. I remember a few years ago, after Lukaku had that loan spell with us, the very next season he was back at Chelsea. They was in, I think, the Super Cup because they had won the Champions League, and they had lost on penalties because Lukaku missed the penalty. What did Jose Mourinho do, who was the Chelsea boss at the time? Shipped him off to Everton. The rest, as they say, is history. We're not going to do that. We've literally just signed him. So, he's missed a penalty. Is the cup really that important to Albion? I don't think so. To be honest, let Brentford face Fulham in the next round. It would have been nice for us to face Fulham, all Premier League 4th round, but it is what it is. And yeah, let Brentford have Fulham. Because I think they want revenge for the playoff final anyway. So, yeah. Next game we've got, but what I'm saying is, don't hate on Dean Garner. He's still young, he's still learning. Learn from your mistakes. It was 1 penalty missed out of 13? And yeah, it was literally a tale of penalties, wasn't it, guys? But we're out of the Carabao Cup. We focus on the Premier League until the new year, when the FA Cup, when we start going into FA Cup games. But yeah, next up we have Chelsea, and I gotta say, my sister has not stopped bragging about like how they're gonna beat us. They probably will. If we take a point from Chelsea on Saturday, bonus. At least we get out of September with something. But yeah, she's looking forward to that for the exact opposite reasons that I'm looking forward to it. She's predicting a Chelsea win. I'm hoping for at least an Albion draw, and that's me being realistic, guys. Don't forget, if you like this video, please leave a like, subscribe to Crazy Shadow 303 if you haven't already done so. We are now over the 200 subscriber mark, so yes, come on. And I've also just hit 150 followers on Twitter. So, you know, both my platforms, Twitter and YouTube, are growing. I'm going to have some work to do on Twitch because I've only got 6 followers on there, to be honest, but I haven't done much on Twitch lately. And yeah, but I will eventually. And yeah, bring on Chelsea. That's all I've got to say. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and see you over the weekend for West Bromwich Albion versus Chelsea, and bye for now.